Hello and welcome to Untwisted Threads. This yarn is called Fleece by West Yorkshire Spinners. This 100% Bluefaced Leicester yarn features 11 colors, some natural and some dyed. The colorway that we chose is 02 Light Brown. This 100 gram skein with 244 yards works up as a DK weight yarn. In today's video, we're going to review and score Fleece by West Yorkshire Spinners using our 5 categories, which are availability, softness, traction, durability, and cost, to help you decide if this is the best yarn for you in your next project. Let's get started. For availability, we give Fleece a score of 3.5 out of 5. It is available some in the United States, but of course, since West Yorkshire Spinners originates from England, you're going to have an easier and less expensive experience finding this yarn in the United Kingdom. However, there are a few yarn shops here in the States that you can order this yarn from. For softness, we give it a score of 4.5 out of 5. So I've actually never worked with Bluefaced Leicester yarn before, so you're getting my impression of it firsthand. Picture this, a yarn that looks woolly or rustic, acts like a Peruvian Highland wool, but actually feels almost like a merino, because that's what this Bluefaced Leicester yarn is like to me. It's almost deceiving to the eye. It looks like it would be too rustic for my sensitive skin, but it absolutely feels like a dream. Bluefaced Leicester is a long wool breed of sheep that evolved from the 18th century. They produce a fine and soft wool with a micron count of 24 to 28, which is in between your super soft merino yarns and your Peruvian Highland wool yarns. For traction, we give it a score of 5 out of 5. I loved the amount of grip on this yarn, but also the glide on my needles as well. As I mentioned before, I think it acts like a Peruvian Highland wool, where it holds up well and it isn't coming apart, but it's also soft enough that my sensitive skin can appreciate it. This yarn brought me joy to work with because of its soft hand and its overall hardiness. For durability, we give it a score of 5 out of 5. Bluefaced Leicester yarn is known for its springiness, luster, and durability. I love how this yarn has a softer hand than more rustic wools, but it's still very durable. This yarn in particular has a high twist of fibers, which also adds strength when knitting with it. In comparison to highly popular merino yarns, Bluefaced Leicester is less likely to wear out, pill, and felt. It also has great memory, meaning if you knit socks with this type of yarn, they won't stretch out. As with the nature of wool, there is always a chance for some pilling and felting in high friction areas, so that's something to keep an eye out for. For cost, we give it a score of 2 out of 5. For being a 100 gram skein, you can expect to pay $13.50 shipped internationally from the UK or $20 in the US per skein. This breaks down to about 8 cents per yard, meaning a size medium sweater would cost approximately $100 US on the more expensive side. So yes, this yarn isn't as budget friendly or as common as Peruvian Highland wool or merino, but for the price, you're getting a very durable yarn that is soft, and I personally would go out of my way to make room in my budget to be able to work more with this yarn. Overall, we give Fleece by West Yorkshire Spinners a score of 4 out of 5. If you think Peruvian Highland wool is too rustic and merino yarn may be too soft, I think this gem of a yarn is the perfect combination of the two. I absolutely think this yarn is a workhorse and will last a long time if you take care of it. It may not be as popular as merino, but I believe Fleece or other Bluefaced Leicester yarns would be a great choice of yarn for socks, but also for sweaters too. I can honestly say that I have found a new favorite wool in this yarn, and I cannot be more excited about it. Can you imagine a beautifully rustic looking cable knit sweater, but is actually soft? I'm adding that to the top of my list of projects to make this autumn winter. Have you used Fleece by West Yorkshire Spinners yarn before? What yarn would you like for us to do a review on next? We would love to hear your thoughts and recommendations in the comments below. If you enjoyed our review, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time.